Hello and welcome to our week 4 um, video lecture. I hope you've been enjoying planning your program, and this week we really have a chance to dive a little bit deeper and get more specific about some of the plans and preparations that we'll need to do for our programs. Each program is different, so everyone's plans will look different depending on your location, space, resources, etc. So be sure to think about scheduling in terms of dates, times, how many times your program will be meeting, um, the space that you have available, um, the seating in that space, the tables available if you'll be using tables or something, what kind of budget you have available, and also what the process is like to purchase through that budget. Can you simply go to any local store and purchase something with a debit card or purchase things online? Or is there more of a purchase order process? And if so, you'll want to give yourself plenty of time. Also, how will you promote your program? So, are you going to have posters or flyers, something online? Are you going to use social media? Most likely, it will be a combination, but be as specific as you can. When you're thinking about promotion, I typically make checklists for myself of the promotion that I want to do so that I can remember to submit news to the local newspaper or the school district, all of the things that I want to do, because promotion is a piece that um, can be very time consuming, and you want to just go at it with as much organization as you can. And when you're thinking about preparing materials, my best piece of advice is to think about materials that you can use for other programs too. So when you're purchasing or preparing something, consider whether or not you may be able to use that item in the future. I'll tell you that one of the best purchases I ever made was a toilet seat. It was not expensive. I think it was about $12. But I used that toilet seat in so many programs for toilet paper tosses. Um, I know we had Captain Underpants parties. We had other events where a toilet was appropriate. We really got a lot of mileage out of that toilet seat. And I actually made kind of the base for the toilet seat toss out of the box that it came in. And I was then able to store the seat in the box, which became its kind of stand when we were doing the toilet toss. And I put a few rolls of toilet paper in there too, so that then in the future when I was going to use that, I could just get it out of the box and it was ready to roll. So think about things like that where you can get a little bit more bang for your buck in terms of specific supplies. We don't have readings this week, but I would guess that by now you are familiar with some of the blogs that we've looked at, so enjoy perusing those a little bit more. And those can really give you some good insight into some of the planning details as well. I would encourage you to, when you're thinking about preparation, list the preparations that you can do ahead of time and also the day of setup and prep, because a lot of times there are many things you'll need to do on the day of, and it's nice to have a list. Also indicate whether you'll have some kind of display, book list, bulletin board, anything like that, maybe some kind of online component, take-home activity. And you'll want to fill in your week 4 program planning sheet. So this is a continuation of the one that we had in week 3. So the first few boxes can just be cut and pasted from week 3 if you like. Again, that second column is totally optional. I will leave you with a description of a Rainbow Looms program that I did. We went a couple of times at our library at the height of the Rainbow Loom phenomenon. It became very obvious very fast that everyone loved rainbow looms. And I personally do not know how to use a rainbow loom, but I wasn't going to let that stop me from running a rainbow loom program. So we called it a drop-in rainbow loom workshop or something like that. And in our title, or in our description, we made it clear that this was a time for people to bring their rainbow looms and work on their projects with other rainbow loom fans. It was we made it clear that there was not going to be any kind of formal instruction. We did have books available. We had iPads for looking up videos on YouTube, and we also had a few looms and bands, sets of bands available for people, which we later had circulating. We later circulated the looms out of our library, which was also really popular. But this was just a great time for people to hang out, learn from one another, and work together and just kind of have a place to connect with other Rainbow Loom fans. So it was super simple, pretty inexpensive. We got a lot of mileage out of those looms. Um, and I really didn't need the expertise. So it worked really well. I look forward to our discussion questions this week, and I hope you have a good week. We'll see you in the discussion forum.